If I saw someone in the short program doing Toreador song, and they just spam toe loops the entire time wearing this stupid horse head thing, I think I would give them negative points. Hello, Nesties. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Nesties. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to episode... What is this? Episode 13 of Ubisoft Imagine Figure Skater. Potentially the very last episode, as at the end of March we have the World FS Championship, which I assume is Figure Skating Championship. Last time we saved the game and we beat Lu Zhang. This time we have to beat Camille Beauvais. So the first thing we have to do to beat Camille Beauvais is land the quadruple Lutz so we can keep toe loop spamming at the tournament. Also, yeah, let's roll with this. It's very, very difficult to perform a quadruple spin in the already difficult to bounce Lutz. But that's exactly why so few skaters are unable to do it. If you can master it, you're not far off from winning the World Championships. Oh, so there's probably... Oh no, we are doing Worlds. So this probably is the last part of the thing. We've taken down all the other rivals. Lu Zhang came out of nowhere, but... we might be able to do that. I kind of want to set up one of those. I kind of want to do one of those to cap it off.
This is great.
I really do want to try one of those. I think we might be able to do one, but I don't know if I want to jeopardize the amazing score I'd get from spamming toe loops. Well, let's... Oh, I do want to do penguin curling. As opposed to... Oh, there's all sorts of dust on the screen. That's annoying. We will do penguin attack. So... Whoa! That seemed like super fast for anyone else. That seemed like way faster than normal. We're not gonna get a good score on this one. We're not gonna get a good score on this one. Oh, we got an awesome on that. That's crazy. I thought we would have to do that a lot faster. Okay. Unfortunately, it means we have to do more we don't have to do more decorating, but we're going to do more decorating. Last month, let's see if there's anything new in the shop. We only got a new dress last time. What lovely flowers. They're very festive. Isabelle arranged those. Her work is as beautiful and unique as they say, isn't it? As they say? My spies are everywhere. Going to take a look around? Well, that's not sinister at all. Oh wait, there is a new thing. So we got this lace diamond outfit. We got this last time. Wait, hold on. Okay, cool. What is this? Lu Zhang's... Oh no. Okay, so you have nothing. We have bought everything we could possibly buy. Nice clothes. Noichi clothes. Spangled outfit. Waffle cloth. Bird clothes. Frilly clothes. What makes these frilly? And lace diamond outfit. And yeah, we have all these. We have all the colors. So we've pretty much bought everything at this point that we can buy, aside from the accessories. Excuse me. Welcome back. Congratulations. Finally going to the World Championships. I can't believe it. What is it? Half off all brand new outfits? Molly Austin and the others are going to the World Champs too. Really? That's great. It was in last week's magazine. They had your name in too. Let me see. Once Rachel gets her ticket to the World Championships. Something, something, something. And now that I have that ticket, I will buy something. We got money. So these are just for our changing things. But the real thing we have to watch out for. We finally have enough money to buy the horse hat. Now, is there anything else we want to buy? We already have the boxing gloves, so you can catch these hands. Oh, swan. Mushroom? That's crazy. That's crazy. Going mushroom picking on a mountain? Swan. We don't have enough to buy the swan, though. It's 1,000. Dance like you're in Swan Lake. We're gonna need to find 30 KP. Please give me some KP, Lu Zhang. Congratulations, you're finally off to World Champs. Yeah, today we have a skater from China here. Do you know her, Rachel? Lu Zhang, what are you doing back here? I wanted some time off from training, so now I'm doing traveling, something that I've never done before. You're here on vacation. That's right. I'm glad. Why did she make that face? She's like... She really hit her... What was it? Was it this one? Or was it this one? Oh, maybe it was both of them. Okay, cool. I thought it was... Is it not? I thought these were my expressions. What? I could have sworn that my expressions were bound to these. Wait, hold on. Do I have to be... Is there something wrong with VTS? Is that why this isn't working? Oh, that's weird. I had to be tabbed in. Anyway, she was like, I'm glad. Which is really strange. Those are also in very inconvenient spots right now. Those keys I have to press. Anyway, let's go see Tobias. Tobias. It's somebody whose favorite idol is a foot. What? Looks like Val's turning pro. I hope she'll be okay. She's still only 14 after all. Dang, so what does that make you, 13? Is that what? Val's older than she is. Well, you thought hard about your decision, right, Rachel? I'm sure Val did the same. You're right. Maybe I was just projecting my own thoughts onto her. You were just thinking about what was best for her. Tobias. What would you guys think about all of us having dinner together next week? I'm not sure Val would be too happy to have me there. Don't worry. You may have different opinions, but you both recognize the other's talent. Val even said she was glad to have met a skater like you, Rachel. She never said anything like that in front of me. Dinner sounds great. I'd love to relax and have a long, honest talk with Val. Going to take a look around? I will. Okay. Thank you, please come again. He's like, dang, I don't have anything for you. See you later. Let's talk to Karen and Isabel. Counting today, we have 4 lessons left. For the next 3, I'd like you to all make your own arrangements. In the last class, we'll hold a small exhibition. What? The wreath I made here helped Ricky and I come together, so for my last creation, I'm going to make a preserved flower picture frame and use it for a picture of us. That's so romantic. It's great making things that last, and I'm going to practice making bouquets with fresh flowers. For Tobias' birthday? Fresh flowers are like Rachel's grace in the ice. They may not last, but they'll remain in your and Tobias' heart forever. That's sweet, thanks. Okay. I like how there's literally nobody at the museum. This guy, Alan, he's never involved in anything. He's not important for the story. He never says anything. They never talk about him. Like, he's just there. Bro's an actual NPC. When you think about it, isn't everybody in real life an NPC? Everyone in real life is an NPC except for one person, right? Yourself? We all have a little NPC in us. Those are too close together. I actually kind of like this one though. This feels like it's not too hard, it's not too easy. I can just kind of slap them down wherever and be like, it's close enough. And we'll get an okay score. Oh, bro, we only got well done. I forgot, we need like a 95. That's what's so crazy, I think, is I can spend like 2/3 of the time in penguin attack, but you know, if I get below a 95 in cake decorating, they're like, nah fam, do it again. Fine. Fine. You're getting some minimum wage cake decorating right now. Listen, I don't run this bakery. I just work here. They pay me minimum wage. I'm in an unincorporated... It's like, this is the cake shop. This is new headcanon. This is in DC. And I don't know what DC's minimum wage is, so I'm just gonna go with federal minimum. I get paid $7.15 an hour to do this. Not getting paid enough. Bro, I got a not bad for an 88. Get me out of here. I genuinely think it's faster for me to just blast all these down than try to match them up and use like the full 60 seconds. Not gonna lie. I genuinely think it's faster to just blast these down and just be like, you know what, whatever. You know, just put this guy here. This guy, like, here. Put this guy here. Put this guy here. Put this guy here. And then... put this guy here. Yeah, that's close enough. See? Who cares? Who cares? I'm gonna be so glad not to have to do the cake decorating anymore. You were looking for me, Julie? Yes, I've officially decided to become Kevin's girlfriend, and I wanted to tell you myself. I'm glad to hear it worked out for you, but why me? This is an official challenge. What? Part of the reason that I'm here now is you, Rachel. Huh? I envied you. You're a great skater. And you, Isabel, and Kevin were all such good friends. I couldn't stand it. I worked hard to win, and I think that's why I was able to get Kevin to like me. I'm not sure whether you're thanking me or trying to pick a fight. So from now on, we can all be friends? Not friends, rivals. I'm going to make sure we're a happier couple than you and your boyfriend. Can't you just be happy? What? What was that conversation? Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. No way, I think mine is better. Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. Right? Isn't that how the song goes? She's like... What? It's not registering my clicks. She's like eating sushi. You could do so much sushi. She's like, so whatever. You could eat so much sushi. Let's some sushi, yeah. Cause that's what everybody's sushing about. Hey, you should eat some sushi. No way, that was a cat. Hey, you should eat some sushi. Okay, we're good. We can chill with the sushi. We're still gonna go though. We cracked the big 40. Nice. Awesome sushi performance. I achieved my goals. Okay, let's go to the school. Oh, let's go talk to what's her face, Sharon? Sharon, could you help me with this problem? You've really been studying hard for your tests, haven't you? Finals are next week. I'm leaving nothing to chance. I remember when you used to panic after not doing your spring break homework. You learned a lot this past year. That's true. Even from being able to do one spin to being able to do 4. And above all, Tobias and I are very much in love with each other. I'm really glad I met Isabel and you, Rachel. After meeting you two, I think I really changed. I changed after meeting you too, Sharon. Thanks. Okay. I did it. I achieved my goal. I have to tell Coach. Okay, so we will not be able to buy the swan, unfortunately, I don't believe. But we will be able to wear the horse hat. Hey, you, did you know you're a horse? No way, you're an Equestria girl. Hey, you, have you heard of Uma Musume? I heard Karen learned how to do a double toe loop. That's a move we were only able to do after you started junior high. Karen has a lot of jumping potential. She gets to be your age, she may just be able to take on the world herself. We're getting replaced by the younger generation. Aha, it means you have to keep improving yourself. Okay. Beelman spin. Didn't we already do the Beelman? Jessica Beelman? Oh wait, hold on. We might get some gifts that would allow us to buy the swan. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. And that's what I'm talking about. Penguin Championship. Dun 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 dun. This one feels like super. I think this is one of the hardest ones to do, not on the DS. It just the stone does not feel very intuitive. Like it just doesn't feel like it's reacting the way I'm moving it. I think the acceleration is kind of wet. Oops, we need to do the Beelman. Beelman, stop and man. All the something when I something, yeah. Yeah, I know that everyone gets, yeah. Should we demo our new outfit? Horse face. She looks so majestic. Look at her. Now that's what I call an Uma Musume. Okay. I don't think we need to practice that. Okay, well let's do all the normal rounds. We gotta talk to the boutique lady, see what's up. Oh, there's Val. Val, oh my god. Val, are you out of peach flowers? Afraid so, it's almost Easter. Isabel's arrangement seems to be perfect for it. They resemble fresh flowers. The world champs are something we see. Going to take a look around now. I will not. I'll check next week just to see if there's something new. This is the chocolate you get. This is for the chocolate you gave me. Oh, White Day, White Dough Day, a skate bag. I hope I can skate well enough to leave my mark in history too. We are gonna buy something. Well, actually, hold on. Excuse me. I would be remiss not to see if there is new clothing before I buy the swan. No. Okay. I have to do that. If I miss a dress because I bought the swan head, I'm gonna be very sad. It's for you, Tobias. From France. Camille? Hey, this picture. Is she kissing you, Tobias? What's going on? How could you do that to me while I was working so hard during the US Championships? Look, you're smiling. No, I'm not. Look, now you have Camille's address. If you just let her know that you'd like Rachel, that'll be the end of it. That's right. I'll make sure she gets the idea, so please don't worry. Is your French good enough? Just focus on winning world championships, Rachel. Are you here to look at CDs? No, I'm not. It's still so crazy. I need to know the angle. I need some more information on this Camille angle. Why is she going after a middle schooler? She's an adult, or at least a high schooler. Why is she going after a middle schooler? That's kind of weird. That's actually not kind of weird. That's really weird. We don't have class until tomorrow. Arrange fresh flowers. You're busy with your skating. Tell me about fresh flower arranging. I want to use what I learned. Okay. Will that raise my artistry? No. Rest in peace. Well, let's get this out of the way first. We gotta mix in the good and the bad. Oh, this one looks so weird. It's not centered. That's what's so strange about it. I feel like the more we've played this game, the more we found how it needed to be left in the oven a little bit longer. This one is not fully cooked through all the way. A little underbaked. They need to let this one sit a little bit more. Cool. It's a little bit off, but hopefully it's good enough. Bro, only an 85? Dang. Okay, cool. Neon's point of caring about who cares? There's no more caring anymore. There's no more caring. You would say, Neon, if you do it once, you do it right once, you only have to do it once. But then I counter and say, but think about all the time I could spend doing literally anything else. Think about all this time I could be doing literally anything else. And instead I'm decorating this cake. I don't even know what these things are anymore. What even is this? Why is there a piece of chocolate that just says ice on it? Another 85. Dang. At this point, I might as well just do the slide puzzle. Come on, Alan. You know what's annoying about this too? When I edit this, I'm gonna have to go through and... well, I guess I don't have to. But normally I would change the... actually, I don't think I have to do anything really for this. Since this will be on the top screen anyway. We're just gonna put these wherever. What I don't get is, this is clearly like different. I guess technically it's an optical illusion that they've made. It's not technically behind it. It's like overlapped exactly to where the edges line up. That's what they've done. Okay. This is, I think, my least favorite part about the game. And also, I think this is going to be the reason why we're going to be doing Sushi and Penguin Attack. They were okay at the start, but I can't. They're too long, there's too many, there's too much stuff. I can't even see this one edge. Wow, bad. Oh, 90. We got a well done on that one. Okay, we're done with that. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it next week. Hi Rachel, I'm here with Kevin today. I heard you made it into all the schools you applied to. Congrats. Thanks, I feel much better now that it's over. But orientation day is the same day as the world champs. I hope you and Julie will cheer for me while I'm gone. I'm sure you'll knock him dead over there. We're counting on you to cheer for her in our place. I'm surprised Gavin and Julie aren't here together today. Julie's doing schoolwork. Sounds like her. Okay. Let's go talk to Klein. You've achieved your goal. Yes, I would like to do some training. Realistically, the only training we really need to do is the stamina training. The coordination training, I think, just increases the time, which is kind of a non-factor for us, since we're just spamming toe loop. But... what? I'm dropping clicks on my mouse, and now I'm dropping clicks on my pen too? That's not good. The water thing, I think, is the worst part of this minigame. It's just, like, so finicky. I just... oh. Keep drinking. We'll talk to Val last, because that's gonna be dinner. It'd be kind of weird to have dinner and then go talk to these other people, right? Hello, you did well in the final, come a long way, don't worry about anything. Your interview, just don't forget to mention me as your guiding light. Haha. Also, my wife said she's hoping you'll stop by before you leave. What's this? What's what? What a weird way to end this conversation. That's what I'm saying. There's some stuff they need to go through this one again. Take care on the road, Val. Rachel, I hope you win. Let's have a toast. I know it's a little early, but Tobias' birthday is approaching, so I hope you're as cute when you're 15 as you are now. Cheers! You're very honest with your feelings, Rachel. It was the same with your performance at the US Championships. You had an aura that showed how much you love skating. You were really fired up to win too, Val. It's because you love figure skating too. I thought you were going to say that I couldn't be honest with my feelings because I was too hung up on the fieldstone rink. No, I realize now that I was the one who was hung up on that. Turning professional really is the best thing for your skating, isn't it, Val? Thank you. I'm really glad to hear you say that. I'm rooting for you to win too. Okay. We did it. We have to tell Coach. So next week, we'll check to see if there's new things at the boutique, and if not, we'll buy the swan. Nope. Raise your artistry. No, not the artistry. Okay, we had to do the quadruple axle. I don't want to raise my artistry by 1. It'll be interesting to see. I kind of don't know. I don't even really know if I want to do this. Explain the quad. The hardest jump. Okay. And that was like... there was like no explanation at all. Just, this is a really hard jump. Okay.
La, la, la.
Oh.
This is great. La, la, la.
This is why. This is part of the reason why I don't want to do this again on my challenge video, to see if you can beat the game
Great.
by just doing what the game tells you.
This is woohoo.
Because I don't think it's possible to beat the game if you just do the daily goals. But we'll have to see. I think it's definitely not possible if you do the recommended routines. But I don't think it's possible even if you do the toe loop spam. Go on and choose whatever you want. I want you to wear something special to the world champs. You've always been so good to me, let me pay. No, just make sure you win. Not that. Lu Zhang showed up the other day and bought that. You don't want to wear the same outfit as her at the champs. That was close. What will you have? Does that mean that you got new stuff now? Or are you still gonna buy whatever you want? But I already have everything. This is kind of awkward. She was like, take anything you want, it's free. But I already own everything. There's nothing new in. It's kind of awkward. uh. Were you sleeping? Zzz. Something that the sun felt good. You might as well be walking on the sun. Oh, where? Isabel's improving herself with flower arrangements. Karen's developing at a frightening pace. Julie has her studies. Sally's coaching children. We've been opening a lot of doors. Spring is here for me too. A whole new world. It might even be the second game. Okay. I'm gonna buy something. Been kind of blasting through this dialogue, but we're still already at 30 minutes, so I don't feel that bad about it. Swan. Then we'll go to the restaurant. Hello, Mrs. K, World Champs. Yeah, we keep talking about it, planning to pack everything up. Here's the newest dish, packed and sealed so you can eat it after you arrive. I've never really liked French food. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. She doesn't like escargot. She doesn't like escargot. You heard it here first, everybody. Rachel, known escargot hater. I sent the letter to Camille, Rachel. Don't worry about her. I'm not, but she won't give up easily. If I see her at the championships, I'll turn her down there too. You're coming? Yay! But now I can give you your birthday present on the actual day. Winning the championships is the best present you can give me. Oh, Milk. Dang, it's been so long since we've seen Milk. Hi, Milk. I hope you'll cheer for me next week. Arf, arf. Have you grown, Milk? You were a little smaller when I first found you, weren't you, Milk? You know, I only met Tobias after I found you. You're our own little Cupid. Arf, arf. Thanks, Milk. I love you, too. Arf, arf. Interesting. Oh? Is he gonna have unique dialogue? Is he just gonna ask me about new stuff? No, I don't want to look at the CDs. Let's do this. We can at least end the week on a high note talking to these people. You know what? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna spam seeing pictures. Can we only do that one time? We can only do that a little bit. Let's see, does it raise again? Okay, that's... What's gonna be more painful? Looking at the pictures or decorating the cake? I think looking at the pictures. Why can't you give me any of the old ones? Like, they just keep getting harder. They keep getting harder, and I keep... Like, it's just like, I don't know. I'm lucky I power leveled everything early on. What? What? Okay, there's something wrong with this game. There's something wrong with this game. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with this. Something's not right. The layers are all wrong. This is what I'm saying. This game they need to work on this one a little bit longer. They need to do some more work on this one. Rachel, the world champs are next week. You're in perfect shape. All you have to do is keep practicing. Thanks for everything, Coach Klein. It's all because you work so hard. Me too. Me too, Rachel. Julie's been praying for you to win every day. You have? Don't get the wrong idea. I've been praying for Kevin to end my happiness first. Thanks, Julie. I promise I'll win. Okay. We're gonna do some last locker game. This might be the last locker game on the channel. No more after this. It'd be really interesting if I could get an eye tracker set up for this. You can see where I'm looking. That might be a really interesting way of doing this. Unfortunately, I don't really think I could get that set up with how I'm doing this. The angle would be weird. I know, I just don't think it would work. Ooh, okay. 17's okay. Do it one more time. This will be the last locker game. The last locker game on the channel. Or at least for the series. We did not get it. We were unable to hit 20. Oh well. I might do a bonus video. There might be a bonus video in the future of me trying to get to 20. Good morning. How unusual to see you guys together. Good morning. You're awfully early. Hey, what's that you're hiding? Show me. No, it's not that, it's... Show me your true form. A banner? Go, Rachel. I can't believe you guys got up early to make this for me. Sally invited me to help. 'Cause you should always cheer for your friends properly. I'll give you the magazine coupon now, too. Thank you. I promise I'll skate my absolute best. Okay, so it seems like I actually have to look like at my neck. I see, yeah, that makes sense. If I go wide-eyed and look at my face, I'm kind of looking up. So, yeah. Well, I guess since we have this, we can go by the accessory store one more time. Using fresh flowers, just for today. Very good for a first try. It's such a shame that I can't be at the last class. Next week's our last class. Many of you will not be here. You'll be cheering for Rachel instead. They'd like to hold their last class outdoors at a later time that's convenient for everyone. Yay! Thank you so much, teacher. Just leave all the planning to me. I'll take care of the planning, teacher. Rachel's a little dumb. Thanks, you guys. I did it. I have to tell Coach. Well, let's go to the skate shop. You know what's crazy? We haven't talked to our mom one time. That's what's crazy about this. Where is she? Where are you, Mom? So what should we buy? There's something in here that's hidden, right? Something in here that snuck by. We can buy the mushroom, rider helmet, pink ribbon waist, bow tie, feeling dandy, looking dandy, Joker. I think this one's funny. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I like the ones that like fully encapsulate the head, especially the ones that stick out like that much. Like the helmet one is kind of funny too, this one. But there's something about how tall this is how impractical this one and the horse one are. That's just so funny to me. Okay, so I know what we're gonna do. Here's your correctly goal. Would you like to save your game? Yes. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do short program and long program. And then for the long program, I'm gonna do a quad right at the end. I'm gonna maybe try for the quad omega right at the end to see if we can cap it off that way. You decide to put your on the performance. Okay, so the first performance is a short performance. So for that one, we're gonna do Toreador's song, and our outfit is going to be this. This is what our outfit's going to be, and we're gonna rack up the points here. So we're gonna choose original pattern, and we're oops no. Oh, I guess we'll just fill this in and then say no. Gonna back out. Yes. Okay, so we'll choose this. Okay, so we're just gonna do jump, 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 jump. So that's 240. Yeah, cool. This will be good. And what we'll do is we'll just do quad, 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 and then Beelman into Stander. Let's go with this. Oh, we don't even get to practice, dang. I've never seen such a huge rink. I can't believe she'll be skating in a place like this. Look, Rachel's about to start practicing. I don't remember what Camille sounded like, so she is. She's really very good. Miss Beaver, when did you... Well, when I saw my beloved Toby here, I couldn't very well stay on the rink, could I? I'm here for Rachel, Camille. I'll be skating with you in mind, lover. Honestly, Miss Beaver, Rachel's going to beat you. Well, Toby, I need to go back to practice. Tobias, you gotta make it clear. I thought that I had. It doesn't look like it'll got through to her. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I hope you can skate like you always do now that we're all here. I just saw Isabel, and I heard that Val and Lu Zhang are here too. I know you can do it, Rachel. We're all cheering for you, Rachel. It's time to put everything I've learned this year to use. Yes, everything. Do a run through? No. No, we don't need a run through, baby. We don't need a run through. We're just that good. Yeah, Chabude Corporation. Clear conditions, victory.
Here I go.
You're going down, Camille Beaver.
This is great.
Why is this song even an option?
This is
I would give such a low score if I was a judge and I saw someone doing this. If I saw someone in the short program doing Toreador's song and they just spam toe loops the entire time wearing this stupid horse head thing, I think I would give them negative points.
This is great. La la la.
I know that she's sweating. I can tell Camille's sweating. We're not even halfway through the short program and we're almost caught up to her score. She's like, no, it can't be. Is this the power of the toe loop?
Woohoo! Looking good.
Look at how the horse looks so upset. That's what makes this so funny. Look at that face.
Woohoo!
They've never seen anything like it. The crowd's never seen anything like this.
Woohoo!
They've never seen such a performance. Never before have they seen such a performance at the world stage. You know?
Woohoo!
67.8. Dang, she did a jump after that one. Let's watch that replay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That looks so stupid. Morgan, Kaylee, Claire, Sophie, and Cindy. Oh, Cindy. Wait, hold on. Why is Cindy there? Why does Cindy have more points, but she's down so low? No, this is what I'm saying. This game is not. They need to leave this one in a little bit longer. Looking good, Rachel. Looking cool, Rachel. Okay, so now we're going to do Wait. Hold on. Swan Lake. I thought we had Swan Lake in here. I thought we had Swan Lake. That's why we could. Oh, man. My whole vibe's been ruined. We're gonna do one clear day. We're gonna do one clear day because it's the most Swan Lake sounding thing they got. And I'm trying to remember. What was our original outfit? This was Val's outfit. This had to be our original one, because they wouldn't give Isabel's pink hair a pink dress. That would just be stupid. We're gonna do it. We're gonna throw it all back. We're gonna do the bun. We got the swan, and we got the classic look. We got the we're going classic mode. We're gonna go for original. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go jump, 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 spiral, jump, 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 jump. What? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quadruple toe loop, and then we're gonna do a quadruple toe loop, and then we're gonna do a quadruple toe loop, then we're gonna do a quadruple toe loop. Actually, hold on, we might have to put in another thing in there. Let's do jump, 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 step sequence, jump, 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 spiral, jump, jump. I feel better about this. So we're gonna do a quadruple. 70, 140, 210, circular, 280, 350, 420, 470, 540, oops, no. Quadruple axle, and then combination spin. We're gonna do a sideways spin into a cannonball. We should do a run through. I want to see how bad I'm gonna bomb this axle. I think we're good on stamina too. I wanted to play it safe. We got a big lead. So, I think we can do it. I'm gonna actually move the mic a little bit so it's out of the way of my arm.
Looking good.
We're getting maximum
This is great.
maximum
This is
performance here.
great. Looking good. Looking good.
Trying to maximize our performance.
This is great. La la la.
Clean 27 to start.
Woohoo!
We're gonna take a bit of a hit. Excuse me, doing the step sequence. But I think it'll be good for our style points.
Looking good.
Then we'll go back to the toe loops.
Looking good.
What would have been crazy would have been nothing but Lutz's. Be like, I only take dubs. I only take dubs.
Woohoo!
I wonder though if the timer from the coordination thing is like delta time, and the fact that this is being run, this runs at 60 frames, makes this harder by giving me less time.
Woohoo! La la la.
Dang, you only get 4 more points for doing the quad axle versus the toe loop, and you have to do so much more work. That's crazy. That's crazy.
La la la.
It's not even worth an addition, like a half of an additional thing.
This is great. La la la. La la la. Woohoo!
The hard part is going to be getting the feet of the Omega. Okay. I think if I do it, I can do it. I think if I can land that, I can land it. Oh, we're right at the end too for the stamina. This was timed like perfectly. If I had done one more jump in there, I wouldn't have had enough stamina to finish.
Woohoo!
This was like a perfectly calculated thing. Yeah, I think this is it. I think we're ready to go. I think we're really ready to take down Camille Beauvais.
I'll do my best. La la la. Woohoo! This is great. This is great.
You just gotta stay calm. I was thinking about like trying to spell something like doing the jumps that spelled wowzo, but
Looking good.
just I don't know. It would have been cool, but I want to win, and I know this'll have me win. It might not be exciting, but I know that I'll win. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Even if I bomb the
Looking good.
quad axle, I think I'm still good.
La la la.
I have such a big lead from that first round,
This is great.
and Camille wasn't even on the board. That's what I think is crazy. They should have had the other rivals like on the board when they have the scoreboards. Because it's really weird like having a rival but then not seeing their score at all like on the board. They should have put them on the board.
La la la.
But I guess them not being on the board means it's easier to beat them because they're not like top 5 or whatever. It's interesting watching that tick down 2 at a time.
La la la! This is great! La la la!
So what's this gonna be? We're at 262. Oh, so that was actually 80 that time. It was 70 last time. Interesting.
This is great!
Just barely made it. Let's go, baby. We hit the quad axle. It's the perfect way to send this off. The perfect way to send off the...
Woohoo!
the performance. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Flawless. Flawless. We're watching this replay. Of course, that's what they choose for the replay. You gotta show that axle. Show me that axle. Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo!
I was gonna say, no way you don't do an instant replay on the axle. Morgan, Cindy, once again, Cindy at 2072. I think it's just an overflow placeholder. That's really funny. Let's go, baby. Read them and weep. Big 64-point lead. Getting absolutely destroyed. You did it. You did it, Rachel. You're the best figure skater in the entire world.
Coach, I really did it. I don't know what to say. I can't believe this isn't a dream.
I'm so proud of you.
Coach, I wouldn't be here without you. I'm so happy.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
You skated wonderfully, Rachel. Liu Zhang, you look different.
I've been practicing and having fun in my free time lately. I thought that relaxing would only get in the way of skating, but it seems I was wrong.
Wow.
Thank you for everything. I really feel like I can skate as myself now.
I'll keep improving too.
I'm glad to hear that.
Coach, will you keep working with me?
Of course I will. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thanks, Isabel, Sally, Sharon, and... Belle.
Oh, look at her. That was a beautiful performance. Oh, she was 100% supposed to be American in the original. Look at her outfit. She was 100% supposed to be American in the first game. They just made her French for the localization. That's really funny.
As much as I hate to admit it, the gold medal and Toby are all yours.
I'm not an object. I mean, technically, I'm OBJ_Tobias, but that's a little different.
And I'll beat you again too, right, Tobias?
I'm not an object, but I could live with being Rachel's object.
Sure you can. After all, I'm yours. Why don't you take my outfit, Rachel? The chest might be too big for you, though. Yeah, but I'll accept it. Now we're officially rivals, and I won't lose next time. Neither will I. I'm going to keep doing my very best.
So what is after this? Is this the end? Rachel, I've put you through some harsh training, and you came through with flying colors. I knew I was right to believe in you. You had the ability and the will to work, and you surpassed my wildest expectations. From today on, you too are one of the world's best skaters. I don't remember her voice. Congratulations, Rachel. I may have wowed the world's skating fans with my elegant performance, but Rachel did pretty well too. That was wonderful. You're now one of the few skaters who'd made their mark in history, like me. You must have worked incredibly hard to make it here, Rachel. From now on, you'll be leading the figure skating world together with us. You've been skating since you were 4 years old, and now you're the star of the rink. You're on the same level as Shelly, Molly, and Mel now. If Molly is the fairy of the silver ring, that would make you Queen of the Ice. I hope your beautiful performances help bring happiness to the people of the world. Oh, it's still going.
You wanted to see me, coach?
How are you doing? Are you rested up from the World Championships? I had to come here today because I wanted to give you a present to celebrate your victory at the championships.
A present? You don't mean the teddy bear bag I've been wanting, do you? Or maybe the free month of cake buffets?
It's an invitation.
An invitation? May I open it?
An invitation to Smash?
Hey, this is...
That's right. It's an invitation to the World Ice Show being held in Miami. You already know that it's the #1 ice show in the world, and that star skaters from around the world perform in it. What do you think Miami was originally in Japanese? Do you think it was also Miami?
Yes, but I can watch it just fine from here too.
What are you saying? Try to remember who you are now. You've been invited to skate in it.
What? Really? I'm going to perform in the World Ice Show? I must be dreaming. Could you pinch my cheek, coach?
Have some confidence in yourself. You're already good enough to match anyone else in the skating world. I'll be cheering you on from here.
You mean you won't be coming with me? But we've always gone together.
Hey Rachel, you're going to be performing in an ice show? That's awesome.
Congratulations, Rachel. Make sure you learn lots of moves. Wow, Rachel, a show in Miami. You're even more amazing than I thought. Good luck.
I'm going to miss you while you're down there. But wherever you go, I'll always...
Hang on. I'm just going there to perform in this one ice show.
Oh yeah, you did say you wouldn't be turning pro.
You should just turn pro. Go away and never come back.
How can you say that, Julie? Rachel, good luck with your new first-class professional training. Here, these flowers are for you.
Wow, they're beautiful. Thank you.
Try not to let the hot weather get you down there, Rachel. Make sure you always wear your sunscreen outdoors. And don't forget to work on your math. Let me know what songs they use in the show when you get back. And make sure you get a good look at the fashions the other pros are wearing. You'll have a pro's sense of fashion in no time if you do. Don't forget to see a museum or two while you're there. Bro was so forgotten they don't even have a Sprite to pair with him.
Everyone, thank you. I was a little unsure about going, but thanks to all your support, I decided to do it. And now that I'm going, I'll make sure I see lots of new places, learn lots of new things, and come back richer than before.
Are you sure about this, Miss Summers? Rachel will continue to grow. She still has untold potential. Depending on how she goes about it, she could lead the skating world for the next 10 years. And she'll need all the experiences she can to get to do it. Then why don't you go with her? Don't tell me your condition is still... No, I'm fine now. Actually, I'm going to have a Russian coach named Skaltzia look after Rachel in my place. Wait, you don't mean that, Skaltzia? I know what you're going to say, sir, but look at the smile on Rachel's face. It's wonderful, isn't it? And to make it 2 or even 3 times more wonderful, I can't keep Rachel all to myself. It won't be easy, but it's necessary to see her keep that smile for years to come. I trust you'll understand. Rachel is truly blessed to have a coach and friends that unconditionally support her. I'm sure she'll become even better for it. Oh. Ubisoft US. Huh. Well, now I kind of want to do this again so I can see what the other things look like. Also, I just noticed somehow there's a giant stink bug in here. What are you doing in here, bud? No, that's my phone. You can't crawl up that. I mean, you can. Wait, hold on. If you crawl over the camera, are you gonna block the sensor reading? Oh no, you're moving down. Where are you? What are you doing, bud? What are you doing? I'm sorry, credits. Your hard work has been overthrown by this bug. Can I get it? Let me see. I don't want to squish it, obviously. Not right now. I'm gonna need a container or something. Oh, there's a glitch. There's another visual glitch on the credits. Partner trans, synthesis, pink noise, enzyme testing labs. Interesting. Oh, it looks so funny. He looks so goofy the way he's running around back and forth. Oh, this is really funny. Phil Emond, Rami Ulita, Brian Zalavolgi, Worldwide Director, Eric Tremblay, Montreal Studios. Oh, well, you just made my job a lot easier for me, bud. Don't move. Don't move. Would you like to save? I would like to save. I need to get this bug first. Sorry, 3DS repair part container, but I'm gonna have to temporarily empty you so I can get this bug. Well, my broken shoulder button cables and my replacement C-sticks, or I guess they're C-pads. D-pads, are now loose, but on the bright side, the bug is now stuck. So I'll deal with him after this. Let's save here in a new save. New game plus. Oh wait, is there actually new game? Actually, I want to see. So what happens if we load up this save? It's got a heart next to it. Is it new game plus? Oh, it is new game plus. Hey yo. Hey yo. So we might not be done with Ubisoft Imagine Figure Skater. No, real talk. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can figure out a setup I could do. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stream the other playthroughs of this. I'm gonna see if I can figure out like a good setup to do that. So this will be the end of them on the channel, but I will probably do some streams of them, probably in a similar fashion. It'll probably look similar to what we've seen on the channel. I think I'll probably stack them up on top of each other, the two screens, and things will look a little different. But thank you all for watching this episode of, or not even just this episode, well, this episode, but also the last episode of Ubisoft Imagine Figure Skater, episode 13, an unlucky number, but lucky for us, because we've defeated Camille Beauvais. And I think, since we got her outfit, we might be able to wear that in New Game Plus. Now, I know there is also a second game. There's Imagine Figure Skater. There's also like an Imagine Ice Skater or something like that. That's got like updated. It's got different graphics, a different style for the characters. I don't know if it's a sequel or not. Never played it before. I've only played this one. So we might check that out in the future. But I think. Whoa. Oh, okay. We're good. We might check that out in the future, but for now, the Monday slot will be replaced by a max difficulty new game run of Zenki Zero. I've played Zenki Zero twice, not on this channel, but I've streamed it twice. I streamed a blind playthrough, and then I did a New Game Plus playthrough on max difficulty. So it'll be interesting doing a new playthrough on max difficulty. I'm gonna have a very bad time doing it, I can already tell you. It's a game that I think is very fun, but I kind of hate playing it. The controls are really janky. I'm gonna have to remember how some of the stuff works. And I use a controller to play it, but some of the controls just do not work well on controller. So that's gonna be its own can of worms. I might have to switch between controller and mouse and keyboard. But anyway, I hope you're excited for that, because I'm excited for that. As much of a bad time I know I'm going to have during certain parts of it, because, I don't know, even playing it twice, there's still some parts that, they just go, ooh, they get me. They're spooky, and I don't know why they're spooky. They're really not that spooky. There's no jump scares, really. And I already know everything that's going to happen in the story. So, I don't know. They just still get me somehow. So I hope that you're excited for that, even though it won't be a blind playthrough. I hope that it'll still be interesting and that you'll check that out. We might get back to some more visual novels too eventually. I know right now we got this and Pokemon, and next week we'll start Zinky Zero, which is a dungeon crawler, but it's got a little bit of visual novel in it. But maybe we'll get back to a straight visual novel when Danganronpa 2x2 comes out. So, thank you all for watching Ubisoft Imagine Figure Skater, and as always, Visual Neon